What's up everyone, it's Ojh&x and we're back at it again, and whether you're trying to push your Charlga to full gold or through red level difficulty dungeons, then this is the video for you, because we've got a Charlga deck for you that I used in a level 28 Dire Maul dungeon. This deck is average level 25.6. We've got the leader in there, Charlga, level 24, 4 levels below the dungeon, but still does a great job in this one. We've got the Quillbore in there for the unbound tanking, the distraction with the poison talent for some extra chip damage on bosses, squads, anything really. We've got the Murlocs in there with their immunity bubble. Our main tanking unit is going to be the Prowler with the, I think it's Predatory Instincts talent, I think that's what it's called. It does double damage to targets above 75% health. Again, our main tank mini in this one is only level 24, but still does the business. The main damage dealer is going to be the Pyromancer with the Pyroblast talent, Witch Doctor in there with the Spirit Ward talent, because Witch Doctor is incredible. And finally, we've got the Execute in there, again, only a level 24, but gets the job done. This deck cycling at an average cost of 2.3, so we can get loads and loads of minis onto the map. The relics that we get then, we get the Arachnid Whistle, so playing leader summons 2 Spiderlings. We've got the Ranger's Flask, so range minis will attack 33% faster. And finally, we've got the Coated Spearhead, so ranged minis gain poison. So that's the deck, and this is the run. Right then, old Stomper Krieg, let's see what we've got going on here then. So the aim of the game will be to get as many of the chests on the right as possible. Take the Siege Tower on the right, take the Siege Tower on the left, which will give us access to both of the gold chests, and then go from there, really. So Pyromancer on the left will do a good job when the minis get down to, I think it's about 60% or 50% health. Can't remember, that they start attacking each other. So we just executed the Huntress there, so it would be attacked by the Grunts. And then the Grunts started attacking each other, and now the tower's attacking the Grunts, and now the Grunts are attacking the Ogre Mage, and that is pretty much how we're going to do this, to look to get those minis down to 50% as quick as possible. A Execute coming down on the Ogre Mage and the Siege Tower there, so the Ogre Mage and the Siege Tower attacking each other, and now the Ogre Mage is going to just keep chipping away at that tower, whether it becomes blue or red. The Ogre Mage is just going to stand there attacking that, which we can take advantage of. Not if it becomes blue, sorry, what we're talking about, if it's because it'll stay red. Ignore that. Anyway, so Prowler going to come in, and hopefully we can get ourselves up to the tower before it regenerates, which we can. Possibly an Execute we could do with those 2 Grunts attacking each other. That'll take some of the weight off, which we can get done. And then, like normal, we've got a Mountaineer and a Ghoul coming down the left-hand side, which we now need to try and deal with. If we can get that. If we can get the bear down to 50%, then that would have helped, but we couldn't. But Quillbore's going to come down, do a good job of tanking, and put poison onto both the Ghoul and the Mountaineer, so that's how we're going to do that. And then we're going to have the Prowler, and the Prowler's really good because of the speed that it can get to where it's going, which is nice. So we've got the tower on the right. Keep listening for the audio cues of when that chest spawns for us. And then what we need to do now is get hold of the tower on the left. Execute coming in, that turns the Huntress round. That means that the Mountaineer's been attacked by the bear, and the Huntress, all going on anyway. We've not really had to deal with any of that quite scary looking push, just because of the power of Execute. And that was a pretty rubbish Pyromancer on my part, because it's lost 50% of its health. We're going to take Execute value where we can in this deck, because, like I say, that will mean that the heavy lifting can be done for us, and we can get chip damage on the boss as well. So all that on the left-hand side is kind of fighting against itself, which again is really, really good for us. Like the right tower, the Ogre Mage is just going to keep on chipping away at its own tower for us, and hopefully with the power of these 2 sneaky little Murlocs, they're going to be able to kill that mage. Oh, go on, Murlocs. Murlocs with their immunity bubble, really, really strong, and an Execute coming down absolutely on Grunts. I think there was a Ghoul in there possibly, and the Sneaky Bandits will take that value. And now we've got quick access to both of the gold chests. So at this stage, even though we've only got 15 seconds of normal time to go, all we need to do is be patient at this stage, and get get an attack going. Prowler's going to come down, another S tier distraction quill ball by myself. I came down too late yet again. That's because I'm old and I'm slow, but that's the limitations we're dealing with. Quill ball coming in to distract yet again too late. Just be better than me and you'll have no problems with this at all. But look at the size of the push we've got here. A couple of Murlocs, a couple of Witch Doctors, a couple of Pyromancers, and within about 15-20 seconds, Stomper Krieg went from full health down to no health. Itch my nose before we get into Imolfar. This one can be a little bit tricky. I never used to go right, but now I do go right because I think that gives you just better access to gold, and falling behind in the economy is what's going to kill you in this one, I think. But we've got a little bit of a push going on here. And the good thing about the Witch Doctor in this, with the immunity bubble, which unfortunately just lapsed as I needed it to come into play, is that the Witch Doctor can soak some of those explosive eyes, which is always welcomed. So we've got a Witch Doctor, we've got a Prowler, and we've got a Pyromancer, and hopefully we can start making some progress onto this tower. Good defensive good defensive Prowler from the AI. But we got a Quill Ball down that was being, for a change, the Quill Ball was being tanked for, and then I dropped an Execute to finish all of that off because we want that right tower. In having that right tower, a number of things are good for us. One, we can attack the boss quicker. Two, we get to the gold mine, get access to the gold mine. Three, we get ambushed from that side. We can't be ambushed from that side. So that's all very good as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know if you just saw then that I played a Pyromancer on the left who stood still whilst defending, and one of those eyes spawned and flattened it. That is just the awkwardness of this one. But those explosive mini eye things will do damage to the AI's minis as well. So you can, if it works out right, you can use them to your advantage. A good one for that, actually, if you don't, I've tried not to, I would have liked to have used Wellpegs on this, but the Wellpeg nerf is coming any moment, and I don't know if people are going to be doing this after the Wellpeg nerf, and then they might not be as effective, making this guide less relevant, so I've avoided that. But what I will say is that if the Wellpeg nerf isn't that bad, Wellpegs do a very, very good job on this one for direct boss damage and taking out all these squad minis. Anywho, we've got a decent looking push going on here. If we can get a Quill Ball down to distract that Huntress, then that'll be good. We've got a Prowler who's up front, tanking up front for us. We need to keep, whilst we're in this position and we've got the Meeting Stone and we've got the Siege Tower on the right, we need to keep mining. And I do want to try and keep hold of this Meeting Stone if I can, and Charlga does a really good job, as you've just seen there, of stunning Prowler charges or intercepting them with her kind of vine, entangled roots type attack. So we've got a bit of something going on here. So we did play a Quill Ball in the back. If we'd have played it back left, then it might have distracted the mage as well, but we didn't. We played it back right and we got absolutely pasted. So that was unfortunate. Again, Charlga on the right, even at level 24, he's getting the job done. We're going to keep on mining. We've got 10 seconds left of normal time, and we're going to let this Huntress lock on, play our Pyromancer off to one side, use the tower as a resource to help with our defense. Pyromancer just stood still for that little bit too long and got its ass whooped. Not what the crowd came to see. We've got 50 seconds to go. We are going to have to make something happen pretty sharpish here. But have faith. Have faith. This deck is super strong. We are going to switch because we've got a decent looking push, or a decent size push, going on the right hand side. We're going to get the AI to try and spread its minis out a little bit rather than just being able to concentrate on the one lane. And look, all of a sudden we've got a huge push going on. We've got a Quill Ball down to distract. Execute gets rid of that mage. And that should be all she wrote. I'm not worried about losing siege towers at this stage. We either win or we don't. And win is what we do. King Gordok, get yourself out of here. This is probably one of the quickest King Gordok kills I have ever done. The strategy, I will link a guide to the strategy up there, but it goes a little something like this. Defend this first Wow, defend this first push and then head straight forward to get hold of that siege tower. If you've got a kobold in hand, send it to the right first. There's 2 gold to the right and there's only 1 gold if you go left. So right first is the option. We're going to take this essential meeting stone. We're going to execute all of that just to get it done and so that the mage will be distracted with other things. And then we're going to push right. We're going to get the mage on the right. Then we're going to push left quickly. We're going to get the ogre on the left. Everything's going to get to Gordok at a similar time. And this will all be done and dusted in about a minute and 10 seconds from now, I think. So we're just sat on 10 gold because I seem to have just lost the capacity to have played any minis at that point. But I think what I was doing was waiting to see if I needed to play anything defensively against that Pyromancer. And I didn't, which is excellent. Quillball doing a great job of tanking. Charlga down, stunning the mage, got a Prowler up top. That's the end of that. And now we can comfortably push round to the left with some of our minis. Let's have a look. How's it going on the right? That all looks like it's going quite well. We'll send a Prowler down on the right just to support that. And Prowler's so good because even though Prowler is miles behind, because Prowler's so quick, catch up in no time at all. Things looking good on the left. So I'm confident with that. We're going to set up now a supporting push from the middle. Charlga coming in, Witch Doctor coming in. We've got a Prowler coming in. And then from here, I want to take out the Healing Mage or distract the Healing Mage back left. And then it'll be Gordok who just gets absolutely melted. Just keep on playing things from that central meeting stone. And with a minute and a half to go, the Healer Mage is still alive. It makes no difference at all. Thank you for watching. If this deck helps you, then use it. Let me know in the comments. But like I say, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.